Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for another red hot cover call video. Well, hey, look, in this video, I'm going to show you how I had to take a loss with my Leaps call option, or my poor man's covered call on Las Vegas Sands. What seemed to be a good trade a couple months ago, well, it didn't turn out that way, and we had to take a loss. In this members video, I show them exactly what I've done. Over the past 3 months, I have used the Leaps call options that I purchased to write near-term covered calls. And to be honest with you, in this video, I tell you that I knew I was going to have to fall on the sword late in the month. Well, I knew it wasn't going well, and I knew I was probably going to take a loss, but I battled. And that's what I try to emphasize to everyone. Every single video I do, I always try to convince you to stay in the game, because so many people will take a loss or the stock market's down and they just coil up in a fetal position. They will throw away their IRA reports and they won't look at the market. And what happens is they miss the opportunity when the markets turn. In this market, whether you think it's stable or you think there's going to be a crash, what I'm going to tell you, while you're sitting back on the bench worried, we're in the game. And we take a loss here. But for the most part, this is the only loss I've taken since January. Now, I ended up losing more money. In the video, I'm going to tell you how much I projected to lose. Turns out I lost a little bit more. But we did the right thing. We made the right decision. We took the loss, and now we're going to move on. With that said, I'm going to let him show you that members video and how we talk to the members. We show the members. We educate the members. If anything, they see the world through my eyes. That's what my membership is, right? You see the world through my eyes. You see all of my trades in and out. You read it. You see the videos I do. You know, recently my channel has gotten a lot more views lately, many more subscribers. And with that comes many more people questioning what we do here, and they question the success. For all of you that have been here with me, you know exactly what we do. And for all of you, and by the way, it's been thousands of members that have come and gone, you know that you see the world through my eyes. I never upsell you, and in fact, I'm pretty much giving away the membership. What I want you to do is watch my trades. We talk about them, so maybe you learn something. Get better, and most important, get in the game. Because if you're not in the game, you're just watching everybody else have success. And I'm pulling for you. Hey, look, this video is a members-only video. You could become a member. In the description below, I give you a 1 free month offer. Would love to welcome you aboard. Now, I'm going to step aside. I'm going to let him tell you about the loss I had to take. But before I go, if you like anything you hear today, I want you to subscribe to the channel. And hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's time to talk about my Las Vegas Sands loss that I'm going to take this Friday. If you remember, back in March 20th, I went ahead and took a position on Las Vegas Sands. We went ahead and used the poor man's covered call. Now, back when the stock was trading in and around 50, and I'm going to show you here on the charts, we decided to get involved, and everything seemed like a good trade. It was trading at 50. It had moved higher, pulled back a little bit. Maybe it would rally higher. Didn't happen. Things from China came out, the economy, so on and so forth, so it kept falling. Well, along the way, I decided I was not going to let this one just go without a fight. So what I did along the way, I went ahead and bought some more Leaps call options to reduce our break even. Now, it worked in the beginning, but quickly the stock fell. And it never got back near 50. So I've been struggling with this. And as you can see, we bought 5 when the stock was trading at 46.70, another 2, another 15. That was the one I really thought was going to reduce my cost basis such that I can get out of the trade. It fell again, another dollar, and we're running out of time. This is why I want to show you this trade today. We literally have 2 days. This expires this Friday, 2 days from now. So I'm showing you this because I want to talk about not really the loss, but what's going to happen. So first of all, I have to take action on this trade. This poor man's covered call is not similar to any other that I've done. I actually have run out of time. If I do not sell these Leaps call options, the market maker will assign me the shares at 38. And I don't want to own the shares. Never did. I wanted to use the poor man's covered call, and we would ultimately sell premium, making money, and then sell the Leaps call options. We were hoping to make a profit on them, but if we didn't, yet the premiums could still make money, hey, we'll take it. It's part of the trade. Well, didn't happen. I cannot have these shares assigned to me. This would be 3,500 shares I'd be buying at 38, and I don't want them. Now, I'll tell you this, Las Vegas Sands might be a good trade for you to get involved in now, but I'm not. Now, let me address a couple things. One, I am not going to roll this trade because a loss is a loss. I'm going to be selling the Leaps call options for $6.31. My cost basis is $8 and $8.50. So I'm going to lose money. That's a loss. And I would technically be taking the same money, rolling it out to, let's say, September, October, do the same thing with the cost basis reflected in the loss. But I don't want to do that. So we're not. We're going to take a loss. Now, I've written so many covered calls that we get lucky here, in a sense, that we have reduced our loss. Because notice that I've added so many covered calls that even when I sell the shares for $6.31 and we lose that much money, we don't lose as much money. So this video is as much about what's going to happen, but also what I have done. We've continued to stay the course. There's a huge question mark here. And that question mark is, could the stock in 2 days move higher? Or over the past couple months, could it have moved higher? That question mark I have no answer for. But what I do have an answer for is, did I write covered calls at every opportunity? Now, in this case, I did. So it reduced my potential loss. So if anything, I want you to look at this as a losing trade, but notice the diligence. Notice the staying the course, regardless. Now, like I mentioned, I cannot let this go to the market maker. I cannot let this expire. Couple things. One, I would keep all of the premium. They would take my shares at 44. So that means I'm going to be paid 44. But there's another thing that's going to happen, and I've already mentioned it. The market maker is going to execute buying these shares at 38. So not only am I going to have to clear a short sale on the stock, I'm going to have to deal with the Leaps call options as well. So I have to take action. So somebody asked me, well, when do you take action? We're going to take action tomorrow, Thursday, not Friday, because right now the time value in my option has fallen to the point where there isn't much time value. Right now the stock's trading for $44.30. I think I could buy it back, this option, for 71 cents. So I can buy this back for probably 31 cents tomorrow. That's 100% intrinsic value plus 1 penny of time value. Now I'm going to sell the Leaps call options for in and around $6.35. That has 4 pennies of time value in it. So I'm basically going to trade it for $6.31. The option, the Leaps call option, is basically trading intrinsic value. Just like my near-term cover call is basically trading at intrinsic value. So there's not much time value either way. I don't pay that much for time value, and I don't get paid for time value. We're pretty much bone on bone. So I'm going to close the near-term covered call, and that's going to render me about $1,400. I'm then going to sell the Leaps call options, all 35 of them, for about $6.31. And here is that loss. The loss is basically going to be 5%. It was projected that I sell the Leaps call options for $6.10 based on the where will my Leaps option be priced when I did my original calculations, but the stock has moved a bit higher. So right now I'll be able to sell it for $6.30. But with that said, I'm going to lose 5% or $1,700. Now, there's no way to get around this. It's going to happen. I'm showing you this video today largely because When we go to expiration with our Leaps call options, we have to understand if we let the market maker deal, they are actually going to assign me the shares at 38. I'm going to have 3,500 shares, and I have to pay for that. It's very important to understand that because most call options, most poor man cover calls, we close them earlier. Say this is expiration. We close them 1 month earlier or 2 months earlier, and largely we close them because the last covered call went above our strike price. And we then had to have the market maker close a trade, and we were left with Leaps call options that we could sell. In this case, we can't. This case, if I let it go to Saturday, the market maker will buy the shares for me, and we can't do that. So we are taking a loss. I want you to look at this trade as something that I was diligent in, tried to battle, and to be honest with you, have to fall on my sword, and that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow we will fall on the sword, take the loss. We will have all the money, because we're only losing $1,700 on this trade. We'll have all that money, and we'll come up with another trade. Why don't I use Las Vegas Sands again? I have other ideas. You could, but at this point, I'm not rolling this. A loss is a loss. We move on. Hey, look, be safe, be healthy, most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.